And welcome to a new mod pack. So I haven't played a second series or modded in a little while since Sky Factory 4, and I found this pack and I thought it was very interesting. This is called Minecraft Levitated, and as you can see, we start things out in the end. This is a questing mod pack, as you see here. We've got a few different quests that we can go through. This takes us through all the different mods of the game, and eventually we make our way into the Nether to start rebuilding. Looks like we're trying to rebuild the overworld. So we have, when you fell into the end, you entered the end gateway by accident. Good for you, because you can avoid that dragon as long as you want. We've got a few things here. Looks like unusual fruit. These fruits have a weird side effect, but at least it's safe to consume. Breaking endstone with an empty hand results in dropping an endstone shard. It's sharp enough to create tools. Then break an ender lily plant to get ender lily seeds. Ender lily grows on endstone and produce ender pearls. And then we've got a few other things. Getting wood. Looks like wormwood is what we're going to be messing with, and starting a little bit of tinkers. So anyway, starting off, we get a few things in our inventory. We get a open computers manual, the Tome of Origin, which can allow us to set our spawn point. We get an ender pearl, a digital guide, materials in you from Tinker's Construct, and then on the dynamics of integration from Integrated Dynamics. There's a lot of different mod packs in this, but basically the premise or the start of this world is we are going to need to find structures similar to this one and this one over here, and then we have an end gate or a end city that spawns right here. So we're in a really good starting spot. I've played a little bit of this pack. I know what this biome is and this biome, and this is a good starting biome. So we're going to go ahead and take some of these ender pearls and go ahead and get down here. Ooh, we got some extraterrestrial matter. Last time we played modded, we got this from the Deep Mob Learning, so we kind of know what that is. It's said to get to endstone shards because if we break these wormwood logs with our fist, as you can see, nothing happens. So we are going to need to dig up a little bit of this to start with, and of course the mouse is wanting to be silly this morning. And this is going to take forever. There we go. So now that we have the endstone shard, we can actually come over here. And it looks like we get a little bit of planks and not exactly logs. I think there is a chance to get some logs from this, but it is a pretty slim chance. Let's go check this structure out before we get grinding away. Ooh, coarse fruit. So we got the coarse fruit. Let's get these off of our inventory, as we're not going to need them much. And it looks like this is going to be our food source for now. Oh, okay. Oh, there's a little chest here with the mana pearl. Nice. Yeah, so one of the first mods that we are going to get into is Betania here. And if we take a look at our quest, which by default is the L key, right here is where we get into Betania. Buildings other than in-ship spawn in the end, which contain several magical items, such as a mana pool. So we're going to need to find ourselves a mana pool, but first we need to craft a tool station. And we're going to need to craft up a little smeltery. And again, if you've never played modded and you go into your inventory, this is called JEI here, where you can look up things like a tool station. And then down here you can left click on it and it'll give you its recipe. So it's a crafting table and a blank pattern. This is made from planks and sticks, which is really easy. And then the crafting table here is made from endstone bricks and planks. the end stone bricks is made from end stone, which is going to be made from the end shards. So I need to collect myself a few end stone shards. I need to collect some wood, and then not look at the Enderman. This is a acid plains biome, which is really, really good. Yeah, there's another structure over there, and then I think we're probably going to want to try to get to that end ship before too long, just so they typically have some good stuff in them, such as diamonds and armor and stuff. So, yep, time to mine a fair amount of end stone, as well as going to mine some wood. Now that we got a little bit of material on us, one thing that does happen is there is a random chance for a log to drop. So we are going to need a tool station. We are also going to need something called a part builder. And I know this because of my past playings with Tinker's Construct. We're also going to need a stencil table. This guy right here. It's a pretty easy recipe, but we bookmarked all of these nonetheless. So, we need a stencil table, which is a spruce plank or any plank and a pattern. We need a part builder, which is a log and a pattern, and then of course we need the tool station. So the first thing that we're going to do is craft up some end stone. And we're going to need 4 pieces of that so we can craft that into end stone brick. We're going to take those 2 pieces with 2 planks, and we're going to get a crafting table. Now the best thing for us to do, actually we're going to have to make 2 of these. Like so. And then you take this in here and you can get the crafting station from Tinker's Construct, because in Java, normally when you leave items in the table, they'll pop back out as you close your inventory. We play mostly Bedrock, and these items will actually go back into your inventory somewhere, but they will just pop out onto the ground, and as you can see here, they'll just stay in there. Okay. So now we're going to need a couple of sticks. And a couple of patterns will get us. We'll save these. We need to take our 1 plank with the blank pattern to make the stencil table, and then we'll take our log with another pattern, and that'll make our part builder. So, actually, we need this guy first. This was the quest. We need the tool station. So let's put this guy down first. So in here is where we can make all of our different tools, such as a pickaxe. We can make a shovel, an axe, a mattock, a comma. It's like a harvest and replant crops. This is just a hoe. Then we've got a broadsword, a long sword, a rapier, a fry pan, a battle sign, a bow, and of course arrows. And then we can upgrade this further to a tool forge and make other tools out of it. But to get these different parts, we are going to need the stencil table. The stencil table here is where we can put in our blank patterns, and we can make things such as the pickaxe head. We also need the binding pattern, and we need the tool rod pattern just to make the pickaxe right here. Now these parts don't go in here. We're going to need what is called a part builder, and this is where you put your stuff in here. And then if we actually had some end stone, we could put that in there, and you can see this gives us all kinds of different things on the side here. We have the durability, the mining level, the mining speed, the attack, the modifiers that come with this particular material. So because we're using it as a pickaxe head, this is what we look at as this top bit here. And we're going to need just a little bit more end stone to make the next piece. So right now our tools are very limited. I think that's going to be enough, actually, because we need to make a binding pattern. So this right here, if we hold shift, will give us a durability of 42, extra durability, when putting it on a tool. And if we used wood, it would give us ecological, but it only gives us a durability of 15. And ecological right here is renewable resources are so good they can regenerate by themselves. Basically what that means is our tool over time is going to regenerate itself. And we are going to get the ecological from making the tool rod out of the sticks. And so now that we have the 3 pieces, we can come over to our tool station and we can put all of these pieces together, and now we have ourselves an actual pickaxe, which is pretty nice. It's not the fastest, but it definitely works. We can use this to mine up plenty of endstone. We can also use it to mine up this grass. Yeah, Stygian grass. That is the name of the biome which we were in. And we can collect up this endstone, and we can go ahead and knock out the next quest by making ourselves a furnace. Basically, endstone is taking place of cobblestone at the moment, just for this pack. Now, we can use endstone shards again to mine the wood, or we can make ourselves a hatchet. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and not mess with the shulkers. We're not messing with shulkers today. I wanted to have a quick little look around and see if I find any ores, like right here. Here's copper. Nice. And that's actually a quest, which is good. Are you serious? That's okay. We teleported down. The cool thing about chorus fruit that I've learned in this pack is that's what it wants to do. It wants to take you to the ground. At least in this pack. I don't know if that's true in Bedrock, but up here, if we were in the city messing around, it would take us back down. There is coal, as you can see here, so we can get some smelting fuel. So I'm going to gather up some more of this. I'm going to make an axe, and then I'm probably going to get my way up to that guy there, just because I know from past end raids and stuff, there's some good stuff up there, and there could be potential for really, really good stuff. In my little running around of this area, we did find an ender lily, which is this guy right here, that if we break, we get this ender lily seed. So let's take this back up to kind of our little laydown area, and we're going to go ahead and just plant this guy. And it takes some time, but over time this will grow and give us these ender pearls. Alright, we made it up to the ship, and unfortunately, we got to deal with this guy. The only thing we really have to deal with him is a pickaxe. Until he does that, which is fine. And as I said, we've got some stuff like some iron boots, we've got a shovel in here, we've got some iron, some diamonds, these different capacitors from Ender IO, a shovel, soul vial, that's another thing for Ender IO. We've got mending and protection here. So we can get ourselves kind of geared up at least a little bit. I was hoping for a sword, unfortunately no. So we're going to take these chests as well, just because this is going to save me from crafting. Perfect. And now we need to get up here. That's where he went. We want out of that place. Now our health is getting a little bit low, and that is an unfortunate thing. We're going to need to probably plant one of these chorus fruits so we can... Alright, I was getting distracted. Get some food, but before we do that, we probably need to get going on some looking around. I want to go over there and look in that house before we looked in this one a little bit, and then up there as well. Oh, this is acid. We don't want to do that. There's a good house right there too. That's probably going to be the last one that we set up shop in. Let's see. If we look in this inn city, we potentially have items there. We potentially have items there and probably up there. What's this? Hawthorn. Uses. We can turn this into a cactus. And that's about it. That's alright. We'll take some of it with us. Alright. So one thing I'm gonna do is we're gonna start smelting down some of this copper that we have here. Because these guys right here, the N-biotics, if we went ahead and looked a little bit further in our quest line, this is where we're at right here. Building is another in-ship spawn, other than in-ship spawn in the inn, which contains several magical items, such as a mana pool. We're not going to get too far into Betania today. It is a mod that I have played around with a little bit. I don't know a lot of. And then Gifts of the God. A manaless pool ain't going to help you much, but fortunately there's natural pools of mana in the Stygian growth biome, which is the biome that we're in currently. And we can take advantage of those, but right here it says these weird plants named the N-biotic can be found in the Stygian growth biome as well, and they're capable of stabilizing the liquid mana and absorb them, turning them into blue lotus in the process, and then tossing those into the mana pool releases the stored mana. So that's these guys right here. Now, just like the rest of the flora in Minecraft, you can't just break this with your fist. It will just disappear. What you're going to need is a pair of shears. So that is why we have smelted down these 2 copper. Because we can get some shears, and then this way we're not wasting our diamonds and stuff. I did get a bow. That's nice. And this brewing stand is going to come in handy as well. So now we can go around and we can grab a bunch of these guys. And I think what we're going to do is we need to get to the top of this tree. We're going to need this right here, or a little bit of this. I know that for something that we need to make in the future. This is the Stygian Creeper. Oh man, my inventory is such a mess already. Okay, let's see. I don't have anything to eat. So let us make an axe head right here in the stencil table. And then we are going to make another tool rod. Now, unfortunately, we can't use things like iron. Material value 8 iron, as you see, it doesn't work. This has to be smelted inside of a smeltery, which we don't have at the minute. We'll just throw that on the ground. We'll throw that on the ground. And now we can make our axe. Boom, boom, boom. And we can use this to chop down some wood, as well as get ourselves up to the top of this tree to break some leaves so we can get a sapling or 2. And if we go up there and break a lot of the... Oh, I'm not collecting any of this wood. If we go up there and break a lot of the different... Yeah, we can do that. This is Java. A lot of the leaves we can potentially get apples as well. And as a matter of fact, let's look up apple. And press U on it for uses. So we can turn it into golden apples. We can turn it into magical apples. We can turn it into coarse fruit. I don't think we want to do that. We can turn it into spider eyes. And then we can turn it into an item life upgrade, as well as a fairy imbued apple. Can be used in Betania, in the botanical brewer. We can enchant it. We can turn it into ethanol in the industrial fermenter. In the centrifuge, we can do some stuff with it. There's all of these different things that we can do. None of which looks like we can make any kind of good food out of it, other than just what the apple is. But it is going to be a better food source than what we are currently working with. Which is coarse fruit. So, oh yeah, and of course, as with the axe, we're getting the logs. So that is very nice indeed. So, yep. Where is... Ah, I left it in the table. Now, one bad thing about these trees that I did not mention as we go to climb this thing is there is a potential that an endermite might spawn when we're chopping these bad boys down, so we do need to watch that. But yeah, let's get up here. We're gonna break down some of these leaves, or at least as many as I can. I do want a couple of saplings and potentially some apples. And I definitely don't want to fall. The good thing is, in this mod pack, there is a thing called the gravestones, which if we die, oh, nothing happens. There's an apple right there. Yeah. I really don't care about the machine upgrade right now. Yes, some sustenance in our bellies. Alright, now we're just going to be mining a bunch of trees, or a bunch of leaves. Boring, boring stuff. So the last thing that I would like to do today is do a little bit of exploration. Now, there is a little house right there, and I've gone over there and kind of dumped off my inventory. And then we collected some bits from this little house here. I did a little bit of exploration of this in-city as well. Let's see, we mined some obsidian out of that guy. We've done quite a bit, but I want to get up to this guy. And I seen this platform here, and there is a dispenser, which has a splash potion of Fizzy Lifty. So this must splash us, and then we get a little bit of levitation to get up here. Hopefully this works, otherwise we're going to have to grab the elytra we got off the in-ship and try to glide up here. But exploration is kind of needed for us to get on with the next little bits with this mod pack. So hopefully... Oh yeah. Oh yeah, and we're still going. So there's a chest. And we have mana orb. Okay, so let's press U for usage. And we can turn wormwood leaves into wisdom leaves. That's pretty cool. Oh, it's mana. So can we, let's see, mana orb, empty shrine, what is this? Mana builder, I don't, mana magnet, levitation orb with an, crude halo. That's a bauble. So with 4 of these and some gold, we can give ourselves a halo. Devil dust and some wisdom saplings. These are definitely going to come in handy. Let's take this, because why not? And this guy right here is very, very important, this little potion brewing stand. And we grabbed the one that was in the in-ship as well. The reason that these are so important is because if we go over here and look at cactus... We were looking at this before in the mana infusion, and we had these hawthorns that we can put into a mana pool to get cactus, but it requires this alchemy catalyst. And this guy requires 2 brewing stands to make, so now we have 2 brewing stands, which is really, really good. Now, I did forget my elytra, which is unfortunate because I think there's another little house just over there. So let's... And that's probably not going to land where we want it to. Nopers. Let's see if that goes any better. It's not like ender pearls are going to be hard to come by. No. Wait. Hello. I hate you. It isn't the first time we died, but it is... Yeah. It is the first time we kind of died. Oh no! Yep, we're dead again. Oh man. So that one really doesn't matter. There's nothing in there but a grave key, and I wonder
if this grave key will work on the other graves. So we have a thing that you just saw that's like a forgiving void. And basically, if we fall into the end void, we won't die. We will simply keep floating. And we can use it to traverse over to the other island, but it does take quite a bit of damage for us. So let me get this gravestone and then try to get over there. And we're going to go... Ooh. We're going to get our stuff, and then we're going to go over and look at that little house and then go look at this one. But one thing you can also do in this mod pack is craft up an ender pearl with this grave key. And this grave key will take you to the last place you died if you right-click and hold it. And then a simple right-click on this guy will give us all of our stuff back. So now, we need to find our way. Here we go. And hopefully our ender pearl throw is true. It's not. But we're going to go through the void. Oh, man. Yeah, this is going to be a little bit of a problem. Okay, now that that fiasco is done, we are over here in this little house where we've kind of set up some things. And I know there's a little chest up here. We didn't really look in it, but we got a mana pearl, or 2 mana pearls. Those will come in handy later on, so we'll snag those up. One thing that we really need is these mystical flowers from Betania. We've got some yellow here, we've got a white, and we've got a purple. We need kind of all the colors, so we've got pink, another yellow? Nope, that was orange, nice. And then we have this guy right here, which is a pure daisy. Now, the pure daisy, let's go ahead and, I can break that, that's good. So if we go to uses on this guy, right here, if we put stone around it, we can make living rock, and if we put wood around it, we can make living wood, and that is some of the basic crafts that we will need to actually get into Betania, which we're going to start in the next episode. Now we can take soul sand and make sand, we can take ice and make packed ice, we can make blaze mesh into obsidian, we can take water and turn it into snow, end stone into cobblestone, end biotics into mushrooms, and Stygian acid into ice. Nice. So this is a good find along with this living rock, which will come in handy later on, and some living wood. And then we also have this guy right here, which is a mana pool, and this is kind of the main thing that we need. So we're going to dump all of our Betania. Ooh, we got a Betania book too. We're going to dump it all in here for now, just so we don't lose it. And we're going to dump that in there and those. Sure. Perfect. So this Lexica Betania book that we just received is something that you can easily craft. The recipe for it is just a sapling and a book. A book in this pack can be made with string, blank patterns, and paper. So all relatively easy things to get. But this thing is where we can go through and we can look at all the different stuff. We can add bookmarks, we can view it, we can look at notes, we shared it. In-game video, stuff like that. This will walk us through Betania. I know a little bit about it, but it's going to be next episode. Before we really get into that, we should have just completed a couple of quests. Yep, we got this one. We're going to need to make... we're going to need to fill a bucket with mana. We're going to need to do some mana stabilization and all of that stuff. But right now, we're on a quest to find a few more things. So I was wrong. I saw this out of the corner of my eye when we peeked over to get some chorus fruit. And this thing was just another one of those deals that had a brewing stand and a chest. And this just had a vortex bomb in it. So, yeah, we don't have much. I have gone and looked kind of over at the nearby islands, and I didn't see anything. So I think this is where we're going to end today's episode. I'm really excited for this mod pack, and we're going to try to take it a little slow. Not do like we did in Sky Factory, where we just kind of rushed into things to get things done. These packs can tend to be a little bit grindy, and I love grindy stuff. So, yeah, we're gonna do some more next time. We'll get into Betania, and you know, we did get into Tinker's Construct today, but Betania is about the next thing that we need to get into. We got all these different quests here, up to here. this Clayconia is something that I really would like to get to. Excuse me, that I'd like to get to in the next episode. But at the end of this, we are going to be going to the Nether, and rebuilding it. So I'm excited to see what all this pack entails. But that is going to do it for me today, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. As always, leave a like, leave a comment, and consider subscribing if you're new. And I will see you on the next one.